Diamond finance is probably one of the most pressing issues for 2016. We have to understand that we have to evaluate to a new normal. For that reason, we've brought together a team of 3 panelists which all have their own experience in specific credit finance forms. Securitization on the one hand, credit insurance and an asset-backed trade finance. These 3 forms are new ways on how we believe we could develop and bring diamond financing to the next stage. We have to look to the future and to new forms which are acceptable for banks, how to finance the trade.
Thank you very much for the invitation to take part in this event, which I think is very important not only for the development of Dubai as a diamond center, but for the whole industry. It's a very good opportunity to be here, to sit together with all market participants, with the bankers, to discuss the problems that we have in financing of the industry. I think that diamond industry is a little bit exceptional market, so that's why it's all in our hands to keep it running.
You have a diamond supplier, Rosy Blue buys and on-sells those diamonds as a true sale to Rosy Blue Carat SA. So Rosy Blue Carat has a perfect charge on the inventory, and that's actually SPV in Luxembourg. And in turn, it gives those particular diamonds to, and it pays for purchasing of the diamond. Then in turn, those goods are then given to Rosy Blue, and we as a consignee, consign them. So we actually take those goods back. We don't own them anymore. It is Rosy Blue Carat which owns. We then sell those diamonds, and all the proceeds that we get, we pay to instantly, of course, we pay to the bankers, who actually has bought or had bought the notes.
It's obvious from the search time you explained it. It comes with a lot of additional costs because you will have lawyers, you will have auditors, you will have external third-party evaluators, you will have probably some investment banks trying to sell this structure to banks or other investors. Although this is a very good program, I think we can all conclude that this is not for 90% of the diamond companies out there.
And the whole point of trade credit insurance cover is basically to minimize financial losses for the company and provide additional comfort and or collateral to the banks.
Sometimes there is this misunderstanding that, I have credit insurance, so it's securitization. But it's not true.
No, it's not. No, credit insurance I think will work as a way towards securitization, as a step towards it. It is one of the integral parts of the receivable securitization plans and programs that have been in place in the industry. But of course, it is not a full-fledged securitization. If you look at credit insurance as a product, yes, I believe it does work. Why? It is a hard collateral. It is a recourse, a finite recourse, a hard recourse where banks can go in case something goes wrong. They go to the insurance company. They have somebody to go to, some door to knock on, and look for a way to recuperate funds. Credit insurance is not new. It's not something that's just come out of the box. It's been around for the last 3 or 4 decades in all the other sectors as well. So it's not a new product, and it's a multi-billion-dollar business. I think offering a product like credit insurance serves to effectively sort of outsource these problems to the insurance company. Let them worry about the clients. Let them worry about the financiality. And the banks here, of course, they have to do their own due diligence. It doesn't stop them from just not doing anything. They have to perform their KYC on the borrower, his history, his background, family background, and so forth. But why not outsource part of it?
You deliver your commodity to the warehouse, and the keeper or the collateral manager then issues you a warrant. And with this, you're transferring all beneficial ownership to the financier. Once the financier accepts the pledge and takes full ownership, then obviously the full ownership goes beneficially to the financier until such time as you actually repaid, and then of course the financer can then revert the ownership back to you.
Payphone platform will help give finance for inventing. Now, if you look at the standard diamond trading company, you will see that about 20% of his financing requirements comes from his inventory, and about 80% comes from his receivables. When we are thinking of trying to think outside the box, maybe I'm asking all three of your opinions actually. What if you would go for a structure like what Dilip was saying, what they are having, sort of a securitization, but then not simply for one company, but for a multitude, on let's say a Dubai 11, where you will have an independent third party, which can be BMCC, which can be any other party, who will set up some sort of structure, SPV, whatever you want to call it, where you can put on the credit insurance as part of it. You can even add on fraud insurance or whatever. And then SMEs themselves can all discount their receivables with that new structure. Somewhere based upon the existing structure of trade flow.
We've never shied away from tailoring the platform.
And some major bank can actually look at that kind of program where multiple things can come in and a syndication, or a collective group of bankers can actually manage that, but you still need one boss.
I think we should create a sort of financing group. Why can't we get a financing group over here in the form of an SPV, hopefully under the DMCC platform, to add that sort of independence, to add the sort of credibility and the legal basis as well. But on the receivable side, more than the asset side, which they have at the moment. When you have an independent group that is managing it with a bunch of independent directors, each doing their job and with controls, checks and balances in place, it mitigates all these risks at once. But at the same time, providing a platform for the smaller and medium enterprises to come in, provide the receivables, get an insurance on it, and get themselves funded.
Is the problem transparency or is the problem profitability?
Profitability is key. If there's no profitability, why would we lend money to that company? Needed as profitability is transparency. And as long as banks don't feel at ease and they don't understand what the companies are doing, then they'll always be afraid of stepping into this industry. So it's in the best interest of the industry itself to be more transparent.
What we wanted to do today was to show some people how they manage it today, how we maybe based on these programs can come to new programs which can work for the industry. It's not something we're going to solve tomorrow. It's something which hopefully we will solve somewhere soon, and in which Dubai wants to play a very active and proactive role.